create that account and get a bunch of graphics and then share it with everybody else whenever it's their turn to do a post, or you could all sign up for it. But I have found that is a really easy way to get thousands of pictures available to you.
Rebecca?
Yes.
Real quick question. For me, when I post, usually I'm just looking for some kind of health or wellness related graphic to stick in there, as you say. So now sometimes we send out links to other legit health related, websites for certain topics, and they will have their own graphics. So that's okay. But if that's not the case, and I've looked on the internet before and I kind of struggle with this. Do you know of any particular sites that have free graphics that would be usable, that are just basically have, like the health theme, most notably like people being active, physical activity, nutrition related, that kind of stuff, food, pictures of food, that kind of stuff.
A couple things come to mind. You've got a lot of health coaches that are on Facebook right now. Is this recorded? No. Steal. Some of the best information I've got is just looking, and you guys don't have competitors, but I look at my competitors, see what they're sharing, what quotes have they found, what statistics. Steal. If you see a good graphic, steal it. Don't post it right away. Save it and then post it a couple days later. You can throw a graphic into this PicMonkey or anything else and add your logo to it or something, and then it's your logo or it's your design now. You tweaked it a little bit. You can, that's one way to do it. I think if you talk to some health coaches and talk to some healthcare professionals who you have found do a really good job with information, I think you could get them to share with you.
Well, what I'm referring to, all I'm looking for sometimes are pictures of vegetables or, very simple stuff. I just want to get a graphic in with the information that we're sharing with them, that it kind of goes along with that. So,
Sue, I just went on that Pixabay and I typed in diabetes and it pulled up 3 pages of free pictures.
Yeah.
On Pixabay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I think vegetable, I don't know. I'm not sure who just said that, but could you type vegetable real quick and just see what you get?
Sure. Yeah.
Is this Debbie?
Yes.
Okay. So Debbie's on that Pixabay, the program.
Vegetables gave 285 pictures.
Okay.
So I think Pixabay. No, so we've been talking about graphic, and I hate, we're going to have to keep moving. I hate that. But if at any point, write some questions down, send them to Lisa. You can send them to me, and we'll make sure we get more extensive on those topics. But videos are great. You will find that videos get more shares, get more interaction. Don't make them long. People will not sit there and watch a 2-minute video, but if you give a 30-second video, you will get a lot more views. Ask health coaches, ask professionals in healthcare. You guys can do it. Facebook Live is not for all of you. Some of you would rather give a kidney than get on Facebook Live and talk in front of the camera. But you could always ask someone else if they could give a 30-second why yoga benefits diabetes, why diet nutrition benefits the benefits, things like that. So I think that even if it's just like once a month, if you can get someone to do a short video for you, you would definitely increase your visibility on Facebook. There's just something about it.
I have a question about that real quick.
Yes.
We have been sharing videos and stuff. Now, one of the reasons we're doing all these postings 3 times a week is because of the pandemic, because people maybe didn't have access to some of the group, our support group and that kind of thing that they're used to. And the idea was to throw out educational opportunities out there. Now they can choose whether they want to watch. I mean, I've been putting out some, maybe 15-minute exercise focused videos, but that's for a specific,
Right.
now whether they want to watch the whole thing or not, that's their choice. But we're trying, our philosophy right now is we're trying to get stuff out there so that people have access to it if that's something that they really need to be, interested in looking at. So we're kind of like not just advertising, we want to get the educational information out there to them so that it's at least a resource available during the pandemic. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I like
Okay.
it. Now, do you guys have a schedule of when you're posting, or is it just random?
We're trying to post we've got a schedule of people who post particular weeks. And normally what we're trying to do is some kind of food or nutrition related posting on Mondays, a physical activity posting on Wednesdays, and a general diabetes, medical information or whatever on Fridays.
Okay. Can we change that up?
To what?
So Monday's not a good day to post because people are getting back to work on Monday and they're not on Facebook. They're not looking, they don't have the time to look at things. They say that Tuesdays are better because by Tuesday people are, they got their Monday out of the way. They're feeling better.
Okay.
Wednesdays are great. I would say when we look at your insights, like Wednesday's probably one of your top days. Because at that point, people are like, okay, it's middle of the week. I still got some energy. Fridays, people are already thinking about their weekend and they're like checked out. They're not on there as much on Fridays. Sunday evenings are actually a really good time to post too, because I don't know about you guys, but on Sunday evening, I'm just sitting there on the couch with my phone, just scrolling I just need to get into the mindset to go back into the week. So you may want to consider, doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and avoid that Monday and Friday.
Okay.
They're not as good for Facebook posting. Now, you guys are not doing Instagram, right? Okay, I didn't think so. Because those are actually different days and different times. And different, it's a different target market. And I don't think you need Instagram right now. I think Facebook is the way to go for what I think would be your target market. But yeah, I would consider moving those days a little bit, and I think that would increase visibility. Okay, so we've got graphics. Does everyone know how to post a graphic or a video on there, or should we start there?
This is Bev. Please start there.
Okay, will do. Okay, I think I gotta switch screens. Hold on, let me. Facebook. That's the one. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, can you see my R. Varney Facebook page? Okay. So to post something, well, actually, let's kind of run through some of your options. You can do a Facebook Live. That's that little camera. If you do a Facebook Live, that means anything and everything you say is there and you can't take it back. So whatever you're wearing, whatever's in the background, it's there. You can't, you can't go back and change it. Okay. So that can be intimidating. You could always do a video and then upload it. If you're doing videos, just be aware of your backgrounds and noise level and things like that. Because that can, that can hurt you depending on what's going on in the background. Events, if you're creating events, you can do that through here on Facebook and put it on your page. I'm thinking you're not giving away anything, so skip offer, and I don't think you have any jobs to post, but if you did, you would do it through here. So those are some options that you can do. And then the word ads on there, but we're not quite there yet. So we'll talk about, I think someone asked about Facebook boosting and things like that. So we'll go over that later. So if we click here on create a post, it's lagging a little bit of all times. Well, let's try that again. Okay, so I need something to post. What can I, let me find something that I can post real quick.
Can I, while you're doing that, can I point something out? Because I just realized this. Those things that you mentioned, live, job, offer, event, that's only on like a business or you don't have that on your personal page. Or at least I don't. I have it on, it's on the diabetes education page. It's on my business page, but those selections aren't at the bottom of my personal page. If
you can do a Facebook Live on your personal.
Yes, yeah, the live is there, but all of those other buttons aren't there on a personal page.
Okay.
And I just thought if Bev had a Facebook post page open, she didn't maybe see that. I think am I correct that those other things are just if you have a business page?
Yes, it should be just on your business page.
Yeah, so it'll look a little different on a personal page.
Thanks, Debbie.
Oh, okay.
You read my mind. Thank you.
Okay, yes, I never thought about that. If you're looking at your personal one, it is different than the business one. Okay, so I just pulled up a picture. There's no words or anything on there. I just gotta remember to delete this. I do real estate photography, and I can't, there's like I can't post this house yet because it's not available for sale. So we'll just throw it on there and then we'll take it back off. So if I type teaching a workshop today. Okay, so we can, do you guys want to get into hashtags or should I skip over that? No, okay, we'll skip that part. So it is really easy. We literally just clicked on posting a photo, and I'm going to start from the beginning again. Discard. Okay, I clicked on photo video. So right here is where you would upload a photo or a video. That's a graphic, that's a picture, that's something we stole from someone else's page, you know, whatever we're going to share. We click on the photo here. It takes us to, you know, we can pull up any picture that we want off of under pictures, under desktop, wherever you save your pictures. And this is different for everyone. So depending on where you're saving this stuff is where you go to get it. So that particular picture I pulled was on my desktop under coming soon. Okay, so we're just gonna throw that on there. And then you just type what you wanted to say. So mine was going to be teaching a workshop today. Click post, and it will post it. Now, if you are new to this, close your ears. If not, this might be something you want to do too. So if you are, you could, I mean, someone, whoever's on the business page could do this right now. I'm doing what's called a check-in. So I am saying that I am at Adams Brown Community Action Partnership. That's where Lisa is right now. We're doing this workshop through a grant through Adams Brown Community Action Partnership. And so I was able to say that this picture and that I'm there. I'm with Lisa at Adams Brown Community Action Partnership. What this does is just kind of opens up my audience a little bit. So if someone is searching Adams Brown Community Action Partnership, they're going to see our Varney Marketing and Photography's post on there. So it just kind of, it broadens. So anytime you are, if you guys are doing a presentation at Georgetown High School, you could actually check in at the high school through Facebook, and then it's going to tell people that you're there. So it gives you a different post. It gives you something else to put on your page. So I'm going to do it differently. Did I confuse anyone yet?
Can I ask a question? Well, it's kind of a question as far as the graphics and the pictures go. If you go into some of these sites that you mentioned to get graphics, I'm assuming you have to download those graphics and save them to your computer first.
Yes.
And then when you create your post and you click on add picture or video or whatever,
yes,
then you go to the site, as you mentioned, on your computer where you have those stashed to load it onto Facebook. You cannot download straight from the other site to Facebook. No. You got to save it on your computer first. That's yes. What I assume. But for people who have not been doing this at all, I thought maybe that would be an important thing to point out. Maybe I'm being Mrs. Obvious, but anyhow,
no, that's
I thought that was an important thing to realize.
So yes, if I say anything over your head, yes, we need to bring it down.
I have a question. So I'm on our website now, but I don't see, I can't get to where she's at on our website. It's like I don't have those dots on my directions where it says go to the page on the left side of the screen, click publishing tools. I don't have that. Do I have to log into my computer to do that, or can I do that from my phone?
Has Kim been given editor rights to this Facebook page? Does anyone know?
Debbie, you're muted.
She's shaking her head yes.
We thought we took care of that a couple weeks ago. We had a couple of newer folks that we had to take care of that. So I think everybody on the list of posters is approved now. Correct, Debbie?
Kim, what I had to do is Kim Brown had signed me up, but I had to go into my Facebook and accept it. So I don't know if you did that. in order for me to be able to publish?
Oh,
Kim, are you able to share your screen with us? Is that an option where we can see your face?
phone. So you want me to pull it up on the computer?
Oh, yeah, if you can pull it up on your phone and if you're able to share your screen, then we can figure out, we can diagnose it real quick.
The interesting thing is I don't know if I'll know my password to Facebook, and I never. It's always
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. So, okay, we can do it a different way. We can, so on your phone, I'm gonna get out of this real quick. Do you see where you, like, do you see that page? Like, these are all the pages I manage. And obviously it's gonna look different. Let me pull it up on my phone and see where it is on my phone. On my phone, if I would be able to, I have 3 slashes, 3 lines
Uh-huh.
to open up. And then, do you have anything listed under your pages?
I have one. It just says recently visited. Let me go here. So pages update. Wait a minute.
If you're not seeing, like, you should be able to see all the pages you manage. If you're not seeing anything like that, then that means you're not on here.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Okay, so that's why you're not. Someone would need to figure out why you don't have access to it. So either,
I'm trying to go in right now and see.
okay, thanks, Kim. All right. So Kim Brown's gonna work on that for Kim.
Okay, thank you.
And then, so yeah, I guess you'll just need to look at my screen for now until we can get you access to that. But yeah, that's, I don't think you can see what we're seeing because either you need to accept the invitation or maybe the wrong Kim has been added to the page or something. So Kim Brown's gonna check on that.
Thank you,
Okay.
guys.
So I'm gonna do one more thing. Well, what time is it? Oh. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs up. How comfortable are you with doing a post based on what I told you? Do you think you know enough to be able to go in and play around with it and figure it out? Or should we do one more?
So I have a question. So are we actually supposed to post it on that page or go to the publishing tools? Once we go to the publishing tools, then it comes up as Adams Brown County. Is that correct? And not just us individually?
You can do it either way. So if I'm posting right now, I can do it the way that I just did it. I can go to diabetic page and post. But if I'm the personality that, okay, I'm going to post, I know that every 3rd week of the month I'm posting. So I'm going to sit here today and I want to schedule all my posts for the next year. If I'm scheduling posts, I do have to go in through that publishing tool, like you said. So if you're posting right now, you can do it the way I just did it. But if you would like to schedule posts out, then you do have to go and do it the way you're talking.
Donna, were you
Yes.
asking whether or not you could do it from your Facebook page versus going into the coalition's Facebook page?
Well, no, if I'm on the coalition Facebook page and
Okay.
I
Okay.
post and not go to, I didn't know if it would come up as like with my picture and everything as my personal post, or would it come up for the coalition's post?
As long as you're on your business page, you're good. It
I'm
won't
good.
post.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, this is Kim, and Kim Brown just invited me because I just logged in and could see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kim. All right, so I'm not sure if your guys's business, your published post. So what I just clicked on, I'm where Donna was talking about. I'm under published posts. I'm going to go out and go back in so you can see where I was. Over here under publishing tools on the side here, you can click on that and it's going to take you to another screen. And this is where you can schedule, publish, and manage posts. For mine set up for Facebook and Instagram. I don't know. There's like different, this is an update. Like Facebook did an update and it looks different than it used to. So you can do it that way. You can click up here under create post. Like there's different ways to go into to do a post. But if you are scheduling posts, yeah, you definitely have to come in through the publishing tools part of Facebook. So, like I don't have any scheduled posts under there. So don't use any scheduling tools like Hootsuite or any of those. If you're going to schedule posts, definitely do it through Facebook. So Facebook actually, I don't think they liked Hootsuite and some of those others coming in and trying to take over. And so Facebook created their own to where you can schedule, and they set it up to where the algorithm makes it to where your Hootsuite ones don't get that much visibility. So like there's like Ratatouille and there's a bunch of other ones. Hootsuite's like the oldest one, but don't use any of those. Don't pay for those services. If you want to schedule posts, just do it through Facebook. You'll get more visibility that way.
Rebecca, what we were doing from the onset of this, and one of our younger members who's more Facebook savvy had printed out instructions for us in an email. Basically, we were going onto our Facebook page, going to publishing tools, and then go into create a post. Now, this was for scheduling things ahead of time, but that's strictly how we've been doing it. Not any other, I don't know about this other stuff you're talking about, but we're trying to keep it as simple as possible for people who, you know, are newbies to this. And that's basically what we were doing. We're telling them to go into publishing tools and then create the post. And then, you know, that gives you the menu as you work your way down after you got your message in there to schedule it when you want it to actually be released.
Does your publishing tools look like mine, or does mine look different?
Not at all.
Yeah. I don't know why mine looks like this. I don't, it did some kind of update and then it's always looked like this. More than likely yours is eventually going to look like mine, because eventually it's going to update all of us to look like this. So I don't know why mine, it was in the last month or so that it started looking like this, and I'm not a big fan of it. But this is probably, now does it look familiar, or does yours not even look like this?
No, but then I haven't posted something for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So maybe I need to go in there and explore it again.
Yeah, it may start to look different like this. I don't, but it's the same thing.
Kim Brown, weren't you the one that posted last week?
Yes.
Did it look like this when you went in to do that, to schedule posts?
I don't remember. I manage like 9 pages, so
Okay.
sorry.
Yours may look like mine just because I think that it's trying to push us over to the, see, I manage about the same amount of pages, and I think eventually everyone's is going to look like this. This is like the testing, the beta way of looking at things. So eventually they'll roll this out. But so I'm going to exit out of here so that I don't confuse anyone, because I know that my publishing tools looks different. but I got there the same way that you guys get there. Okay. Any questions before we get into the insights?
I do have a question. I'm on the ABDEC page now, and I'm looking at the existing page roles. And I see there's administrators there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of us. And then I apparently pushed editor for Kim McCoy and Donna Messenger. So that makes 8 of us. So I'm asking the group, should there be more? And I'm asking Rebecca, is there a difference between an administrator and an editor?
There is. Administrator just has more capabilities, probably for what you're doing. Editor's fine. Like an editor can't add people to the page.
Ah, okay.
So, but I would say no one would even know that they wasn't an administrator unless they were trying to add someone else to the page.
Okay.
So I have a quick question. When I went to post the week that I was posting on my physical activity, I had copied a link from ADA on physical activity. And I put that in for my post to come out on that Wednesday. But whenever it posted, instead of it showing that physical activity link, it went back to the ADA website. So it didn't post what I had originally scheduled in there. Is there something that I did wrong? Or how come it converted back to just the ADA website instead of that physical activity? Does anybody?
If the link changed, that could have been it. So if they made a change on theirs,
Was the link you copied specific to that physical activity?
It was. It was.
did it take them to the landing page, like the main
It took them
page?
back to the original ADA, yes, and it didn't show that physical activity page that I had originally posted.
Either that link got broke on their side, or I mean, you're sure that the link had more than just their landing?
When I opened it up, yes, it did. It showed the physical activity. So then I went back in and I kind of posted it down below. I don't know if you saw that, but I posted it down below because it didn't show, the original posting didn't show that physical activity link.
Okay. Now, if that happens again, you can edit your post. So we'll edit this post real quick. So these little dots, dot, dot, dot,
Mm-hmm.
if you click on it, it'll let you edit the post, and you could have gone back in and added that link again,
Okay.
like deleted the words and then added it again.
Okay.
And it would do that. I do that all the time. I edit my posts because I'll see where I used was instead of were, whatever. Sometimes, if you do text to talk, sometimes it'll put the wrong there or whatever, and then you go in and edit it. So don't be afraid to use that editing.
I'm
Okay.
wondering if ADA just automatically defaults to their main page for some reason.
I don't know. I've used them before with the food hub. Don't they have like the food hub? And
Yeah.
it's gone right to the food hub, but that's been a while. It's been a few months, so maybe.
Yeah, I did the same thing. On Monday, I posted the food hub guide and it came through fine. It was just the physical activity, and the complications came through fine. It was just some reason that physical activity, it went back to the original website.
So my guess is that they had it on there and then they moved it on their website, and that link automatically defaulted to the main page because the link was broke.
Okay.
So I would say that's probably what happened.
Okay.
But that is an advantage to scheduling these ahead of time instead of just posting them in real time too. And I know that's what you did, Donna, because like Rebecca said, you can go, when you go into publishing tools, you can click on the scheduled posts and you can review them. And if like she said, if you think, oh, I'd rather do this, or it messed up for some reason, you can edit it
Right.
before it actually goes out into the real world, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Sue, one thing, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, go ahead.
One thing I was going to say that you might be interested in, Sue, back on that what was that? Pixabay?
Pixabay?
Pixabay, yeah. Well, or not just on that one, but on anything. If you don't want to save that picture on your computer, you can right click on the picture, right click, and it gives you the option to copy the image. Then you can go over
Okay.
here to this page and click paste, and it will show up on the post then. So you don't have to save.
necessarily have to save it to your computer.
Right.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good to know. Thanks.
FYI, I just invited Jennifer and Beverly to both be editors on our page. They were not there. So if I'm missing anyone else, let me know.
Good. We have about 11 minutes. Do you guys want to look at insights? Okay, so insights is it is a breakdown of like what posts are getting the most visibility. You can break it down to like what time of day seems to be the best for your posts. You can see like how, you know, videos are doing, things like that, so that you can gauge what's working for you. So I don't know if you all want to pull up the insights for your page, but it's, does everyone know how to get to it? I'll do it one more time. I'm under the page. So I'm under R. Varney. You guys would be under yours. And over here on the left, you would click on insights. And then it gives you all these options to look at. Now let's look at your 5 most recent posts first, and see.
Like, Kim, and I don't have anything up there.
Oh.
Just a second.
All right. Can everyone else see it, or was it just Kim? That might be a difference in editor and administrator too. Can everyone?
Is she on her personal page?
I don't know. Well, when she comes back on, we'll check with her.
If she is, it will be across the top, not over on that side.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's Facebook's different. It depends on if she's looking on a desktop, phone, what version it is. So my last posts are right here. So we'll just kind of go across, just look at the first one for you guys. And you can see how many it reached. So that's how many people organically saw it. So they were scrolling and they saw it. How many what do you guys show?
Mine doesn't show anything.
Are you under the page now?
Yeah, it says Adams Brown Diabetic Coalition page insights.
Kim Brown, is she still listed as an editor?
Yeah, let me see if I can change that real quick.
We're going to change your role and see if that's why.
Okay, thank you.
Might need to make you an administrator. What was your reach on that one? On your latest post on your page?
I'm trying to get to that, but my internet's so slow that with this up that it's taken forever.
$70.
70. Okay, thank you. Does it say how many engaged with it? That would be the next
6.
column over.
It says 6.
6. Okay, thank you. All right, so I have a good example here. So my last one was posted on Monday at 5:34, the worst possible time you can post. And I only reached 133 people. And it looks like maybe only 3 people actually got on, actually looked at it. So the reach is like how many people scrolled by and saw it. If they actually click like or comment or share the post, then it falls under that engagement. So my engagement was really low on March 1st, on Monday at 5:34, which I knew that would be the case.
So you said if the reach is if they scroll by but doesn't like or repost.
Say it again.
The reach is just if I'm scrolling through, it means they've seen it, but they didn't do anything additional, like they didn't click the like button, they didn't forward it, they didn't share it.
Yep. Yeah, which if it's just one picture and some words, then they may not have needed to click on anything or do anything. They read it and they just didn't click like. I mean, I do that all the time. So we're going to assume, that 70 of those people, actually read your thing. So, and then I tagged a business. If you look at my screen, February 26th at 4:11, I tagged one of my realtors in a post, and it was shared multiple times by that realtor's team, and the reach got up to 685, and it looks like 70 people actually clicked on it, looked at it, and it looks like it was shared 5 times. So here's my advice. When you guys post something, all of you share it to your personal page. If you keep sharing it, you're going to get more people looking at it. That reach is going to go up because it just broadened your audience. It went from anyone who has liked the diabetes page to anyone who follows all of you. So I would suggest, you don't have to do every post, but whenever you see one on there, share it to your personal page, and then you're going to see the growth, and then people are going to like the page and things like that. So if you don't have a big budget, I wouldn't worry about boosting posts. You guys just need to share it as a group. I'm a big advocate for not paying. I don't think you need to pay. I think you just need to ask friends, family to share your post. And that is better than paying $5, $100, whatever you're going to put towards that Facebook boost. Because, friends will share this information if they're asked to do it. So
I have a question. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I don't want to forget this or go to another topic. You said that you tagged someone in your post. I've tried to do that on several pages that I administer, and it doesn't let me tag people on anything but my personal post.
To do that, you hit Shift 2, and that gives the ampersand sign, and then you type their name, and it'll give suggestions.
Thank you.
So we can do that real quick.
Yeah.
Let me go over.
You mean just the number 2? Shift and the number 2.
Shift and the number 2 gives you that ampersand sign.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pull this picture up again. So if I type that ampersand sign, and then that was the one in that post, Reagan McKinney. If I click on that, I just tagged Reagan McKinney's page.
Okay. Very good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, it just kind of opens up.
So to be stupid about this or ignorant, so when you tag that person's page, what's the consequence? So what?
They know that you tag them, then they can share it. And it puts it on the mentions page, on their mentions. So
It shows up on their page.
Yeah.
Okay.
So their audience then sees it.
Yes. So sometimes you can't post personal people. Like I just tried to tag myself in this, and there it is. Sometimes it's weird about it. I think they have to like your page, and they have to have like settings set where they'll allow tags and all that. So if you try to tag an individual and it's not working, it's probably because of their privacy settings. They've got it set to where people can't tag them. But you should be able to tag businesses. I can't imagine why a business would turn tagging off on their page. But I just tagged myself. And what I did was I typed that Shift-2 for the ampersand sign, and I typed my name, and then I clicked on it. So yeah, that again, just kind of
it works. I tried it and it worked. So
yeah,
great.
Yes, I would definitely. So that's why I was saying, like, okay, if I go in and do a workshop, a lot of times I'll go into, like, not this year, COVID, but normally I go to Western Brown High School. I talk to their yearbook class every year. And that teacher is always really good about giving me a shout out. She'll take a picture of me giving my lesson, and then she will get on the Western Brown yearbook page, and she does it from her personal page and does a, thank you, R. Varney Marketing and Photography, and she tags it. Well, that, usually increases, I get a few likes out of that because, they were all sharing it, and, it gives visibility. So the more things you can do like that, I call it partnerships, networking, the more you can do that, the better. Just like, tagging ABCAP this morning, and you all can do it right now. I mean, if you take a picture of our screen right now, you can post that on there, and and check in with ABCAP, and it's going to tag that. So those are always, I always called it, those are easy posts, and it just gives you something different to post. That way, I have found that people like my personal, like, here, let me, like, discard, where is it? There was one, I don't hardly ever post something of myself. Here, right here, a few action shots that was posted. Those actually, 30 people liked it. 309, like, it was a higher reach for me because it was personal, it was actually me on there. I don't like to take a picture, I like to be behind the camera, not in front of the camera, but it does help if you occasionally do put faces behind your team. People can see who you are that's representing that page. So I would definitely consider making it a little more, make it personal too. So I know I think we decided 10 o'clock. I don't know if anyone needs to go. Are there any questions? I know an hour's hard. to get it all in.
This is Donna. I do have a question with sharing. So if I'm on the website right now and I want to share the last post, and then I hit share, it comes up share to group or share to a page.
So if you click on the share to a page,
Mhm.
hold on, why is it? You're gonna find I always do everything on my phone. I feel like I have more options on my phone.
On the Health and Wellness or on the Diabetes Coalition, it's on the laptop or on my laptop. It is just those two options for some reason. I don't know why.
It's, yeah, you're running the same thing. It's like that on my desktop, but on my phone, I have the option to share it on my personal page, share it to my story, share it to a group, share it to a page, and then copy the link and text it to someone.
Yeah.
I have a lot more options on my phone.
Huh.
So I'm glad, Donna, I'm glad you pointed that out. I don't know why it's like that because
It must be set up that way to do that because I'm not able to do it from my phone either.
You're not?
No, write a post and then it just gives it no.
You do have write a post?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your personal one.
Yeah.
If you click on write a post, it's going to take you to your personal page.
Oh, well, it took me to the Adams Brown Diabetes Education page because I'm an administrator. So
I've had problems even finding publishing tools when I'm on my phone.
Donna,
Oh,
are you on
yeah, you're
a
right.
laptop or something, Donna?
I'm on a desktop.
I'm on a
Okay.
desktop too, Donna. I have the same thing you have, share to group or share to page.
Well, where were you wanting to share it, Donna?
Well, I mean, I want to share it to my Facebook page, and then I also want to share it to Health Source, like our marketing department. She told me if I started to share things that they would post it with Health Source.
Well, then you click share to a page and it'll give you the options of all of the pages that you well, shoot, that only gives you the options of all the pages that you are an administrator of.
Yeah, that only gives us that one page.
You're gonna have to do it from your phone. You have more options. So, Debbie, do you have? Okay, when you did it from your phone, do you see write post, share to your story, share to a group?
No, the only options well, let me see. We have write post. And then we have more options. When I click more options, it takes me to my page, to my phone options of airdropping, message, mail, Facebook, Messenger, Snapchat, all of my apps.
Perfect.
Yeah, my phone does. It says share to a group, share to your story, share to your page's story, share to a page.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Donna, what you would do is click on that share from your phone. You would do share, then you would go to more options, and then is it like Jen Patrick that you would be sending it to?
Yes, or Rebecca Kimball.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So then you have a couple of options. You can copy button and email it to them or text them, or you could click on that chats button and send it to them through chats, which is their Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Because I know Rebecca Kimball, she's in our marketing department. She went in and she liked the Facebook page and she thought she would get a news feed, but she's not. So so she could post them. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the main thing would be, I think you would have to notify her that there was one on there for her. unless she just knows your scheduling schedule and goes in and gets it. But yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way. I think when you're sharing to your personal page, you're going to want to
You have
use
to
your
use the
phone.
phone. Okay.
Yeah. Isn't it weird how there's some things that work on a desktop, like publishing tools is on the desktop, it's not on your phone, but then the
Right.
share, you got to use your phone. You can't do it on your desktop. So, yeah, so definitely share it over.
And you just need to go in and play around with that too, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
every time I teach the Facebook as a class, it looks different every time. They're always tweaking it. They're always adding to it. So if you're only posting on there, every 3 months with your rotation, you probably do want to go on there and look at what options there are, because it does change. I mean, and a lot of times it's for the better. Like that publishing tools thing drives me crazy. Like I don't think it's user friendly looking on mine. I liked your guys' version better, but what can you do?
Well, do you guys think it would be worth maybe having Rebecca come back at some point to do another?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes?
think so.
Yes, we can schedule another training if you guys want. That's not a problem.
Well, it might be helpful for the new people. They'll have questions then,
Yes.
Mhm.
that they don't even know to ask now.
Yes.
One
Yeah, that's
thing
the
I
hard
was-
thing.
Go ahead.
You got because you got some who just signed up for Facebook and some
Yeah.
who've been doing it a while. It is hard. You're going to come up with questions. So yeah, definitely follow up would be a good idea.
Yes.
Well, would you guys want-
Let me know.
Would you want me to put this on the agenda for next month's meeting and we can kind of talk about how it
Yeah.
would best fit? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do that. And then we'll
Yeah.
get back to you, Lisa and Rebecca, and see what we can work out.
Sounds good.
I have a question, and maybe it's for Lisa. Rebecca said that you do classes. Do you
Yes.
do Microsoft Excel classes too?
Yes, I do.
How could I get enrolled in that? I mean, I just know enough to be dangerous, and I'd really like to know a little more than that.
Okay, I'll jot your name down. That is something that is just way too hard to try to teach virtually. So we're waiting
Oh, okay.
till the end of April to see when we can start doing classes in person again. And
Okay. How do you structure them? Or is it like one
It's an-
time or a
Yes.
whole month of
no,
Thursdays?
it's a 1-day class that I
Oh,
offer
okay.
a few times a year.
Okay.
And, it's an 8-hour class. And then, it's the first version. And then if people want something more advanced, we can go to a more advanced class too, if we have enough people interested.
Okay.
And the nice thing is I have a grant that I'm operating on all year long. So all of my trainings are free. There's no fee to, the people in the community that want to take the trainings. So
We might be interested in a list of all of the trainings you offer.
I
We
can
have
get
such a
that to
wide
you.
variety of folks on this coalition, and I would be glad to share that with the Adams County Health and Wellness Coalition too, because I
Okay.
know they're, if you
All
would.
right, I'll
if you
get a
wouldn't mind.
list out to Sue.
Okay.
Normally, Rebecca does a lot of the social media classes
Uh-huh.
and works with me with that. And by this time, we usually have a schedule, a pretty good idea of what we're going to do 6 months out at least, but with
Yeah.
all the COVID stuff,
Wait,
Yeah.
we're doing it.
now Debbie is like Terry Bauman and like Gary and Lori Lane on that committee with you on the wellness one. Is that the same
No,
one?
I'm in Adams County, and it's the
Oh,
Adams
they're
County
all
Health and
around.
Wellness
Yeah,
Coalition.
those guys, Rebecca, are with the Brown County Health and Wellness Foundation, who has helped to fund us.
Okay.
But my understanding is they're doing pretty much, they're basically giving out money. I don't know that they're doing any programming, but that might be something that Terry's kind of this coordinating secretary in charge of all that.
Okay.
So one question I have for the group before this meeting ends, and I'd like to thank Lisa at ABCAP for being the host of the meeting today because of the training. Next month, we'll go back to the usual Adams County Library link, which I'll send out for the Zoom. But in the meantime, so what do you all think about changing some of the days of our posts based on what Rebecca said?
Yes,
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
it doesn't hurt. Is there any way to, I don't even know if this matters, but is there any way to kind of pull what's being looked at now versus if we change the dates, what's going to look like later? Just for,
Oh, I think so, because we would get that through our insights, wouldn't we, Rebecca?
Yes.
Yeah, we could monitor that.
Mhm.
And I'll look at the insights. I haven't done that before. Now that I know what it's all about, I'll spend some time in there too. But so what do you think? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays?
I would do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, depending on what works best for you guys. But I would just definitely avoid Monday, Friday, Saturday.
Fridays, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what do you
people-
guys think?
Well, maybe we could leave it up to whoever's doing it that week. And it could either be, if they don't want to do a Sunday, if they don't want to schedule ahead of time, which I'm trying to do now, is just go ahead and schedule mine so I don't forget when it
Yes,
comes the second day.
Yeah.
right.
Maybe does it matter then if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday?
I
As
think
long
it
as
would
they're-
be nice maybe to be kind of consistent so people know what to expect.
I
You
like
wanna-
the Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. I like that. I agree with Rebecca. I know that's what I do Sunday night. If I can get everything done and sit on my couch by 7, I'm doing that, just like mindlessly scrolling through my phone.
Yeah. I know it's like zombie mode.
Mhm.
You know, it's just like I don't want to think about anything else right now. Just scroll on Facebook.
So I'm sorry, Kim, did you say Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday?
Sunday, that's what I think. Well, but I mean, I'll go with the group, whatever the group wants to do, because like I said, I haven't even done my first one yet. Sue thankfully took mine in January because I still, and Mariah's here today. She's our Facebook person. I'm going to try to have her help me do one today and schedule one for tomorrow. So,
Good.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me too. It doesn't matter.
All right, well, why don't we start out with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll give it a while, look at the insights, see how we're doing, and kind of go from there. How does that sound?
You mean Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I'll send out an email to everybody on the list to that effect.
Yeah, we didn't get to go into insights a whole lot, but if you get in there and dive in there, you can actually see like the ages, the male, female, like where they live. You can break all that down. So definitely go into there, just start at overview and just work your way down through there.
Start clicking. Start
Yes.
clicking on them.
You can't hurt anything under insights. Just
That's
go in
where I
there.
got. That's where I got that information for that. What I did about, when was it? A couple months ago, Sue, on our
Yeah.
Facebook.
I remember that. I knew you got a
I
lot
can't
of,
come up with the right words now, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where I got all that. So, and
Okay.
just by clicking.
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it would definitely be worthwhile when you do a shift on days, just to see if that worked or not worked. Because it does vary. So like my fuel ministry page, those racers race on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a lot of times, so it's different for that group. The Sunday evening thing's a little different than my Art Varney page and things like that. So you got to kind of look at it from how it's working for your group, because it does vary a little bit.
And I'm assuming what we should probably do, just as a heads up to people who are looking at it, is to issue something to say that we're changing the days of our, what the themes will be. We're changing those days of our posts.
I don't know that that's necessary,
You think
Sue.
Think not?
I don't think there are people out there with waiting with bated breath to see what
Okay.
we post. So, I mean,
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes then.
yeah, I would just start the new schedule.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I put my email and phone number in the chat, but I will send out an email to Sue with my contact information so she can forward that to you guys. And then I'll send information about trainings that I offer. I can't guarantee we
Pretty good.
yet. Rebecca and I are working on a couple trainings for March still. Like I said, we're not planning a whole lot ahead at this point.
Yeah.
Living in the moment kind of thing. But,
But you do
I
have
will.
scheduled virtual trainings?
Pardon
We're
me?
starting to,
You
yeah.
have some
Yes.
virtual trainings? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
we're
some
talking-
there's some that we just can't. I mean, like website design, I can't
Yeah.
teach someone how to make a website virtually. This is hard for me. Like I'm used to being up and around and
Yeah.
Really
this has been
hands-on type of stuff is
Yeah.
challenging. But we're gonna try an Instagram this month and Google My Business page, I think is what we're gonna try to pull off this month virtually. We'll see how that goes.
I did put my contact information in on the first screen. rvarney.com is my website. Numbers on there, 937-213-4253. If you have any questions, you can reach out to
We're
me.
not hearing you very well, Rebecca.
My contact information is on the screen, rvarney.com. And my phone number and everything's on there if you need to get a hold of me.
One last thing that's on your agenda, on our agenda for today, don't forget that our next quarterly report is due to Marshall around April 15th. Megan is probably going to be wanting our data by no later than around April 5th. So we'll send out reminders on that, but just be thinking about that, the usual that we did, that we do every quarter. So just keep that in the back of your head. Anybody have any other questions or anything before we let these ladies end the meeting?
Thank you both. It was very helpful. We
Thank
appreciate your
you.
time.
Thank you
so
all.
much. Thank you so much. We
Nice to
appreciate
meet everyone.
and
Me
look
too.
forward to some future help too.
Sounds
All right.
good.
I will be
Thank
in
you, everybody.
touch.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks.